understand, Sheree and Kenya, what the big deal was about missing the iFit shoot.
Okay, after the second break. This is after the second break.
You really wanted to go to that shoot?
I did, and I'm going to tell you.
You did?
I'm going to tell you
and
why.
also, she also very clearly said, if you don't want to go to the shoot, it's no big deal, and there's a boat for you. So, like, I would have picked the boat.
Why I wanted to go is because the day
Right, thank you,
before,
Kenya. You tried to make a big deal about it when she clearly had events set up for y'all. The catamaran, and I didn't even know the catamaran was set up by them. I thought they actually ordered their own
It made
catamaran.
me feel like, oh no, I don't want her to think I'm letting her down.
So the thing is that I never felt that sentiment when I got back. When Marlo showed up for me, I thought the bus obviously had been there and you guys chose not to come. I honestly was so annoyed. I had lost my phone that day. I was in the sun all day. I was worn out. And I felt like the least y'all could have done, if y'all really felt, was just like, hey, we wanted to be there, didn't work out, but how did it go? And we could have moved on that way too.
Yeah.
Sheree, on the way to dinner in Jamaica, you warned
Kenya is being
Sanya
so
that she needed to
dismissive.
handle Kenya.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
Kenya can be a little aggressive.
Oh, really?
And I feel like for
Aggressive?
Kenya
I
to
don't know about
really
aggressive. Can
respect
be
you,
aggressive?
a lot of times you have
Maybe
to
aggressive
stand
with the
your
way
ground. You have to stand your
that
ground.
she
Oh, really?
is,
So you were helping
but
her?
not aggressive like in a I'm gonna fight you type of way. I think aggressive with like the way that she addressed Marlo at the table. I will never trust you. You're not a good friend because you do A, B, C, D, F, G.
So my issue with you is that I feel like everything about you is not sincere. When you say things like you want to be everyone's friend, but you're the worst friend here, that's not sincere. You're not a friend. You don't know how to be a friend. You don't know how to love. So if it's the love that you're saying that you have.
That was kind of straightforward, I guess would be a better word to use. Straightforward and blunt, I would say, would be better analogies to use for Kenya's demeanor other than aggressive. But aggressive could be taken to someone who is more timid or reserved with the way that they handle issues. Kenya is more headstrong and, you know, hitting it head on.
You didn't help. Wait.
Really?
You didn't help.
Okay.
You didn't help.
So you were giving her tips, but forget about your friend over here.
My friend over
You
here.
don't need any tips. You don't handle yourself.
So you got
Sheree picked a side, Kenya, and her side is Marlo and Sanya. She picked a side.
three people. I'm the person planning and organizing this event for you.
Well, exactly.
Really? What did Andy say?
That's where I'm from.
Call
The
Pookie.
Cleveland girl was ready to get on the phone and call Pookie now to come over there and whoop your ass.
Well, you clearly
Cookie
gave
in
her
Cleveland.
bad advice.
No, you did well. You did good.
Andy, stop that.
I know.
Call her back.
Oh, Lord. There go the Martell part. Oh, Lord. Not Martell. Not they on FaceTime with Martell.
Hey, Martell. Sheree, anything you want to say to your guy?
Andy.
Y'all messy.
He's like
Kenya.
I heard from a friend of a friend that deed was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that dick is good. I know that dick
Yeah,
is good.
it better be good because Melody still wanted it.
Sheree, can you confirm or deny? I cannot confirm or deny. Let's talk about John.
My man.
Yes.
Andy, you did not pick up that phone from Martell and say, hey, Martell. No, he didn't.
Okay, well,
Wait a minute. Wait, can we say something real quick? Because you know what? Martell as is sneaky as fuck. And you know what? If we start reviewing that show, people, they would love, oh my God, we would get paid big bucks for reviewing that show. And you know what? We should, but I don't know if we can if we didn't start at season 1. A lot of people are going to say y'all didn't watch it. Y'all don't know
Well, we
nothing
could
about
just
the
watch
show.
it and then start reviewing like
I know
I
we
did
get
this
paid
show.
a lot. A lot of people don't do reviews on that show. We would get paid a lot if we reviewed that show. The way we put our time in this show, we should be putting our time in other show because Carlos King and Oprah may not do us the way white people at NBC is doing us. We never know. And Mona Scott Young
at Viacom.
Yeah, that's what it is in Viacom, right? Maybe they won't do us, but Viacom is a little strict. Okay, they about like NBC. Honey, so
Right.
I don't know about that.
A bunch of bitches.
But,
I mean, no.
Right. They do right. They try to fuck our channel up just because we said some shit, lame ass. But no, seriously, Martell gives me that he knew Melody, his ex-wife. If a lot of people don't know, Martell is from OWN Network. Carlos King new show OWN Network. Carlos King is the producer from season 2 to 9 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. He is now on OWN Network, created a show called Love and Marriage Huntsville. Martell is on that show. He cheated on his wife Melody and they've gotten a divorce. They're now separated and with other people, or Melody is trying to find love. But I feel like he knew that Melody was a huge fan of this show, and to get back at her, let me find a woman from Housewives of Atlanta.
Right.
And I think that it was intentional that somebody hooked Sheree up with Martell.
Really?
I think it was intentional. Whoever the fuck introduced them to each other, or however they got introduced to each other, even if that was by their own hands or by their own omission or whatever the fuck the word is, They ass
Volition.
did it to get back. He doing it to get back at his ex-wife. I feel like he know that lady love these ladies and love this show. And Carlos King is the creator, whatever, the starter, the head man of this show. You know, other than Andy Cohen.
I would say he's one of the main developers because he didn't start the show, but he did help it, grow exponentially.
Right. But it's just shocking to see Martell on this platform, and I think that we may see more of Martell. I just don't know if he'll be able to be contracted with OWN and contracted with Bravo. You see that
OWN versus Bravo, he would get a bigger check from Bravo, so he would probably choose Bravo.
That there was a meetup later that night.
Oh, really? You're going to venture to guess that?
Did you have
what
a drink?
What do you think of me?
I think you're a woman who has it going on.
Yeah, I don't need the D like that.
Kenya, in Sanya's Jamaica confessional, she suggested that you put on a sob story anytime someone tries to hold you accountable. Is that something you do you think?
No.
Girl, don't make that face, Marlo, when you do the same shit.
You say that
but Kenya making the same faces at her. But we just talked about that. Sanya did say that. See, Andy is trying to pull an issue between Kenya and Sanya because she do need to check her for some of the shit.
Yeah.
She did say that in her confessional that you always got a sob story. She has been coming for you very hard and you're not giving her what she deserves and what she's been asking for. And that's a straight Hurricane Kenya. Give it to her, bitch. Go on with the win fabulous on that bitch.
What did you think of
Right.
behavior at the
We're all grown women, and I'm still here. I'm still here, and I'm still fabulous.
Well, you better preach now.
Right? Fabulous. Going with the wind, fabulous. Okay? Thank you.
Well, all right now.
dinner? Him protecting you like that.
There's no better feeling than the person that you love more than anybody in the world standing up for you.
Conversely, how would you react if Todd or Ralph spoke to you that way?
Well, I mean, he wasn't speaking to anyone that way, right? He was not speaking to Kenya or Sheree. He wasn't cursing at someone.
Okay.
He would never do that.
Do you take that, Kenya?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. He's a sweet guy. I mean, he's very calm-natured, and he barely says 2 words, So to see him in that way, it was like, okay, on the one hand, you have to respect that, and I said that to Sheree.
Kenya, I want to talk about Brooklyn's birthday party.
Okay, well, what we got on the little bamboo boat is that your mother was,
did you think was a good idea
saying
about
that
playing that
he was
game?
being too aggressive and that you were scared.
Right.
Well, the way you just set it up, I think that you don't approve.
Well, I mean, listen, it
going all the way back to
was
episode
interesting to
2, 3 or
watch,
something like
but
that.
I can't imagine being there.
I thought it was going to be funny shade, like so-and-so dyes their pubes, or, like something like
Oh, here we go. Who wrote that?
silly.
Who wrote it?
Phoenix
You
and
wrote
Kandi,
that?
How did you feel hearing Sheree say that
Right.
you've sucked
Right.
D everywhere else?
Everybody else, she said she likes sex. What's wrong with sucking D everywhere else? I'm sure you've sucked it in the car, you sucked it in different places.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm sure you stood there.
Okay. Right. I'm sure you
Now
done
I have.
sucked it.
Oh my God, Sheree, I have, just not in the locker room. Dick. Okay. Sheree, yes, you have Planet Fitness. That you
Would
done
anyone
fucked
want to
in
confess?
Planet
Now would be the
Fitness.
time to confess
Been
that you
fucked
wrote
out in
the thing
Planet
about
Fitness.
Kandi.
You and Martell. On the belt line. Fucking
I do have something to tell you. I love you. Just kidding. Go on.
Kenya, do you still feel the energy that you felt at the beginning of the season? Do you still feel as good as you felt coming out of Dancing with the Stars? Were you able to keep the momentum?
I think so. I mean, I'm doing better in business than I've ever done in my entire life. People are like flooding me with like, hey, my friend wants to meet you, guys reaching out. Like, I just have that
Good
energy
moment,
right now.
yeah.
Like, I'm taking everybody's man right now. Everybody is
not you. That's what you
Take it, everybody's
That's what the
man.
fuck you do. Watch out, Martell.
I asked you in that conversation, like, is it a medical reason?
That's
Like, for me,
Kenya for
it's a
your
medical
ass.
reason.
That
I
bitch
was
will
just trying
fuck
to
your man.
understand
If
so I
he
can
ain't
give
locked
proper
in,
advice.
And that's
You're
what
gonna
Funky
take
said.
that?
Kenya Moore will fuck your man down to your face, bitch.
I'm telling you.
Baby, go ahead, baby. You jiggling. Work the schedule. She said, don't mess with her man. You ain't finna fuck her husband down to the anguilla. Child, what else was going on? Child, Kenya got a fucking problem with people's husbands. Did you see how she was tooted and booted on Peter, bending over and making it clap? No, God, honey, is it me? But when Kenya back was right here, her booty was up here. Girl, Kenya, I hope your booty ain't pumped with Palmer's Blue and Fix a Flat. Is you letting the drag queens?
She will, bitch. How the fuck you gonna say, watch out, Martell, when she's trying to build something with this man? You finna go back to your old ways. You know what? That go to show you. Kenya ain't changed to be. She just suppressing that bullshit that she used to do.
But there's no shame in my game.
I'm coming for you.
She's suppressing it so that people don't lash out at her the way that they used to. Social media wasn't as prevalent as it was today, as it
is now.
Today. It was not back then. Today, she get the goddamn hate mail straight in her face because they're gonna make sure she see it, because they're gonna tweet her and at her all fucking day till she see it, and they ain't gonna let up on her ass. So now she has to suppress the bullshit that she really feel like doing, like fucking Aaron. She would fuck the shit out of Aaron if she could. I promise you she would. But Aaron,
I mean, I don't blame her.
Everyone wants Marlo. Who wants Kenya is Ralph. Ralph wants to fuck Kenya more. That's who wants to fuck Kenya more. Todd want to fuck them all. All of them. Todd want every bitch on the cast.
Stop it.
And beyond. And beyond. And Kandi do too. Eat the pussy while Todd eat the booty. They want to do it together. Both of them.
The bitch say, hey, we're going straight to put you out of town.
Which, you know, nothing is wrong with that. Do y'all thing because we do our thing. So we get how marriages and relationships go, right? But
we ain't did our thing in a long time now.
Okay, well, no, you just brought somebody over who was fine as fuck. That nigga. Was
okay, well.
But yeah, we get it in just like y'all get it in. So I completely understand, 100% understand. I just think that this so far the reunion has not given me anything still, not yet. So
nothing.
Maybe it's coming, but what the only gag moment that we've had so far is Martell. That's it. Other than that, we've not really had any gag moment because Kenya is not giving her energy like she's supposed to.
It's always been really easy for me to ignore Marlo because she's irrelevant.
I know that, you know, we don't want Kenya to be upset and everything, but nobody's really giving their energy. Where's all that shit y'all had in the confessional? Where all that at? Right. All that shit y'all had in the confessional, bring that shit back. Go on here. And Sanya too. Sanya being real humble, quiet, meek, and, you know, not saying much right here. You can tell she bottling a lot in. You can tell Sanya is holding her emotions in. Something is brewing with that bitch. Okay?
Not something is brewing with that
and
bitch.
I'm gonna find out what it is.
Really? There's something brewing with that bitch, but I'm gonna find out what that is. They call themselves sitting on ready. Guess what? If a bitch is sitting on ready, you don't need to be around me.
It was just a blessing in disguise. Thank you, 'cause I dodged a bullet. When you walked out, I thought that it was over, but it turned out it was just a blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise.
Who was this wonderful person that was given a fashion show with no fashions? How dreadful.